It was mistake.
On the live stream, it says live from Main Street.
And the blue corner, from Mars Head Boxing,
on the live view.
Three 2-minute rounds.
Okay, live from the Ringmasters. I am a one-man show today. Sorry about all the difficulties, but here we are, Ringmasters. Okay. All right, in the red corner we have Samanderv from Art and Sweet Science. Samanderv Yahyaev, I can't tell you the name. Oh, a quick knockdown. Quick knockdown. Who got knocked down is Lorenzo, and I don't have the I don't have the names, folks. All right, but it's Lorenzo in the blue, and Samanderv in the red from Church Street. All right, you got your lefty-righty conundrum going on. Sorry, I'm a one-man show today. My partner is unable to make it out tonight due to the flu. And here we go. So we're trying to give you good action via the Ringmasters because of these kids. It's just a 140 run novice class. Lefty-righty conundrum going on. Samanderv in the red, red headgear, red gloves. And in the blue, you have Lorenzo. All right, and I'm going to get these names and everything for you. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got. All right. See if I get these names for you. Let me call out Salinas. Salinas! 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 Give me a copy of the fight card, please. All right, everybody, let me just see what we got. Okay, how you doing? I'm a one-man show today. Excuse us for the quality, but we're gonna do the best we can. We still have a good camera. I'm gonna try to give you the play-by-play. I'm trying to get some fight card in here. It is mayhem for just me. Probably not you, but mayhem for me. All right, let's go. All right. Okay, so the lefty-righty conundrum. Your lefty, like I said, is Samanderv. Samanderv from Art and Sweet Science. And in the blue, you got Lorenzo. Lefty-righty in the conundrum going on. And we've seen Samanderv before in the 140s. I know we've seen him. He's got a tremendous footwork. And if you notice, he just shifted right there with his left hand. Something that we were seeing, especially from these European fighters. Ever since Lomachenko has been coming out, it's a resurgence of it. You see Samanderv throw his left hand sometimes and actually step through. That time he just stepped back and just loaded up. Good, really good fights going on over here. I'm getting a fight card. Thank you, Salinas. And the one-man show. All right, so it's Samanderv. I can't pronounce that last name. It's some sort of European name, Eastern European. I'm sure Russia was having them. And Laurenz Santiago in the blue. Now, Laurenz Santiago is your standard right-handed fighter. He's got to figure out what to do. He's quick. He's coming forward. And that's what you do, my man. When you're having a little bit of trouble with the style, you let your hands do the talking. So we got Laurenz in the blue and Samanderv trying to come forward with that style of his, that European style. Good head movement, as you can see. It's got a little bit of shuffle going on. Okay. Looking good. Good right hand by Laurenz Santiago. And he's from Morris Park Boxing Club. Morris Park. Okay, and that's the end of round 2. All right, I'm gonna check in. I'm gonna check in with my guy who's directing me from his house, George Zayas. All right. George, how is the live stream going? All right, and that's text to talk, my man. I got a camera in one hand, the mic is attached to my head. Hey, there's a ref. Okay, all right, so we're going, baby, we're going. It's a one-man show. Thank you, George Zayas. All right, you guys want to comment to each other? I cannot answer you. Okay, so we're looking, we got that Eastern European style out of the red corner. Samanderv, Yahyaev, and Laurenz Santiago in the blue. And Laurenz found some progress with his right hand. He found some success, and he's thrown a jab, which I like. In the lefty-righty conundrum, you still have to throw a jab. He's trying to use movement, moving his head, and it looks good, folks. We got a fight on our hand. Good 1-2 by Samanderv. He tries with another 1-2. I think they butted heads. You'll get that sometimes with your lefty-righty conundrum. And Santiago is selling out with his right hand. He knows he's got to come forward with it. Jab was blocked. Good lead left. And I'll tell you what, folks, we got a fight right here. It looks good. Another left hand by Samanderv. And Samanderv is showing you some odd angles and pretty technique. Absolutely good work. Guys are looking good. Guys and girls are looking good. Nice little uppercut by Samanderv. As you saw Laurenz trying to come forward with this 1-2. And Laurenz is doing the right thing. He stepped in with the jab. Got caught with his left, but these things sometimes happen. A little bit of holding. Referee's taking care of that. And these two are going back and forth. We got good action going on. Ringmasters, novice, and this is what you want to see from novice fighters. You want to see them let their hands go. Forget strategy. Let your hands go. 1-2 by Santiago. He should come back forward. Samanderv danced away, and Samandrov's trying to get it back. Good jab. And he shifted. If you see the shift in Samanderv, sometimes when he throws his left hand, and he switched right there, and he shifted right back. So he's shifting in and shifting out. Very interesting by Samanderv, and he's in your black. And Santiago is coming. Classic 1-2. Wow. All right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Good action. All right. I'm looking to the camera. I can't see I know you can see me. I can't see what I look like. I probably look like a mess, but this is what it is. Ringmasters, Smoke and Talk. We won't let you down. I got the fight card. Here's the fight card. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. I think you can see it. Okay. Focusing on this bad boy. All right. Samanderv from Art and Sweet Science versus Laurenz Santiago. All right. Good guys. If you wanted to know what I'm talking about when I say shift has a specific boxing meaning, all right? It means that you're in a left-handed stance and you shift forward or you shift back into a right-handed stance, all right? So what it looks like is you could step through the punch or you could step back and set up a punch. There's a couple different ways you can do it. You could shift first and then throw a punch. You could shift as you're throwing a punch. You could shift after you threw the punch. It's forward and backwards. It's something that a lot of people are trying to do right now. Vasily Lomachenko involved, and that's what we got. All right, so red corner, blue corner, you call it. I don't know who won. I have no clue. Okay, blue corner is Laurenz Santiago. Red corner is Samanderv Yahyaev. Arden Susan. Okay, I said it. Split decision. Close. Oh, so there you got it. All right. And he's posing. And that's what he's supposed to do. All right, there you got it. You got a good, close fight. Stick with us. I'm sorry. I don't know how I sound. I don't know if people are commenting. Can you give me a sound check? I will check in with my partner who's guiding me. He's guiding me through, not the internet, but through a cell phone. George, how do I sound? Text me, brother. Text me. He says I sound and looks great. All right? Good enough. All right, who do we got coming up next? Let me show you. All right. Red corner, Michael, I don't know what the word is. Here? What kind of letter is that second letter? Can you read that? I don't know what the heck that is. And in the blue corner, Orlando Garcia, Church Street. All right. Can somebody make out that second letter? Michael G. Watt AR. What is that? Michael Watt? I don't know what that letter is. Well, there he is anyway. He is unattached. He's unattached. Eastern Boxing? Okay. And in the blue corner, we got Orlando Garcia.
In the red corner, boxing unattached, please welcome Michael Gear.
Michael Gear. All right, you heard the ref. Michael Gear. Red corner, unattached.
From Church Street Boxing Club, please welcome Orlando Garcia.
Garcia. All right, let's see what we got.
141-pound senior novice. 3 2-minute rounds.
141 senior novice. We got 3 2-minute rounds. All right. Let's gear up for a fight. They look like they're both righty. No lefty-righty conundrum going on. No height disparity syndrome going on. They look about the same height. Good-looking guys, by the way, I might say. Okay, let's see what we got. Garcia's got an armload of tattoos. All right. Garcia looks like he has a good jab, and he's starting to establish it right away. And Michael Gear is just letting his hands go. He looks like an unattached fighter. He looks like somebody that came out of the streets and alleyways, did not go to a boxing gym, but can fight. In the back of his shirt, he says he's lit and he's fit. All right, Garcia's trying to school him with some boxing. And let's see what Garcia has. See what we got. All right, so Garcia is coming forward with a standard jab. And it looks like Michael Gia is holding on just right now. All right? Definitely looks like an unattached fighter. And by unattached, I mean, like, is he training in a boxing gym? Or he's training in his garage? Is he training with his friends? Is he training in the streets? Is he training in the bars? Is he a bouncer? I don't know what he is. Doesn't quite have the standard boxing format. He looks like he could fight, though. A little holding and hitting by Michael Gia. A headlock. He's going to get warned for holding for sure. All right. Garcia in the blue, on the other hand, is taking a standard, coming in with his jab, throwing 1-2s, throwing some hooks to the body and head. 1-2. And actually, Orlando initiated that clinch right there by putting his head down. I guess after he threw a couple of punches, he didn't feel like doing any more, so he put his head down. So you see Michael Gia is holding on a lot. He's going to get warned. Okay. So, all right. In the novice class, you don't know what you're going to get, all right? You met a guy who's unattached and is fighting, you know, like practicing in a mirror, practicing with his friends, or maybe bouncing to different gyms here and there. You don't know what you're going to get. Maybe he might be attached to a gym that is not affiliated with USA Boxing and hasn't gotten there, become a sanctioned gym yet. We don't know what we got, so you never know. Also, in the novices, what do you get? You sometimes get somebody who's been boxing before and just hasn't gotten the fights in. So you get that wild card fight, and we see that a lot, all right? Orlando Garcia in the blue looks like a standard novice fighter from a gym, throwing jabs, throwing right hands, throwing hooks. And Michael Gia looks like a wild, unattached, street fighting kind of dude who can obviously fight. Can he box? Can he do well in this tournament? Let's see. We're going to find out. Okay. So a couple of feints. And a lot of times feints don't work on a fighter unless they're seasoned, right? So feints might not work on a fighter. They might not react right if they haven't been trained. So Orlando's throwing feints, and I don't think that's going to have an effect on Michael Gia. I don't think he has enough sparring. And Michael Gia is probably going to get warned for holding. Yep. Referee puts up his finger and says, one more time, and I'm going to do something. All right, so Garcia is initiating this clinch, I think. All right. And Garcia is coming into the clinch. I think that's a mistake on Garcia's part. He knows Orlando's going to hold him. And Garcia is initiating the clinch too. You see his right hand on the back. Garcia should be throwing jabs and just going to steady boxing. Like that, a 1-2, another 1-2. And that's what you should do when somebody holds you. You should let your hand go. I'm sure there's going to be a point taken away right here. Right, Michael Gia is going to lose. All right, and the ref is calling it. The ref is calling it. Okay. So, all right, the ref's calling it. All right, so that's what you get. This guy, Michael Gia, is not a trained fighter as far as training inside of a boxing gym. He's unattached. He needs more training. But I like him. I like him. He was down to fight, you know? And in a street fight, sometimes I want that guy there, all right? All right? Some of you have not been in street fights. Let me tell you something. Anything goes in a street fight, and you can't follow the rules all the time, okay? Sometimes you got to fight to live, and that's what you do. On the other hand, we are in a Ringmasters USA Boxing tournament, so the street fighters are going to be at a disadvantage, all right? Coach's corner, by the way, if a guy is a street fighter and not an experienced guy, he's not going to go for your feints because he doesn't know. You need somebody who's experienced to go for feints. All right, let's go to decision. Well, not the decision, but the announcement of the winner of the fight.
121 in the second round, the winner from the blue corner, Orlando Garcia.
All right, Orlando Garcia. A good-looking guy. Good-looking guy. All right. Okay. And there you see our Street Fighter leaving the thing. All right. So, hey, listen. There is nothing wrong with Street Fighters. All right. There's nothing wrong with it. They usually don't win in boxing, but if you can fight, you have to just learn boxing. If you are a boxer, you might have to learn how to fight, and that might never come. So these are things that go hand in hand, all right? I just want to say that, and I hope the stream is coming over well. Sorry about the one-man show, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do, all right? And if I'm in a street fight and a couple of you guys are beating me up because you're jumping me and there's no rules, you're getting kicked in the nuts. All right? You're getting kicked in the nuts. I might bite, I might scratch, I might hit you with the brick. But guess what? I'm getting out of there. All right? Been there, done that. Yes. Yes, I have. All right? That was in the past, though, so we don't want to talk about it. That's my before boxing stuff. All right? But I don't want to talk about that. But you got to survive. All right? So, eye of the tiger, survival of the fittest, whatever you want to call it. Right? If you got that heart in you, you got a chance. Let's see who we got next, though. All right, fight number 3. We got, let me see. Let me put it like this. All right. Kerry Duperval from Westbury, BC. Kerry Duperval. And he's going to verse Oumar Snow from Bout Fight Club. I don't know what bout means. I don't know if that means bout as in having a bout. I don't know if it's bout for, it's short for a bout, like we're all about that. I don't know.
141 pounds, senior novice. In the red corner from the Westbury Boxing Club in the blue trunks with the gold stripe, please welcome Kerry Duperval. And the blue corner.
Duperval.
From the Bout Fight Club in the blue trunks with the white stripe, Oumar Snow.
Oumar Snow and Kenny Duperval. I think it's Kenny, not Kerry. All right, a little bit of a height disparity syndrome in effect. Not much, but you could see that Oumar Snow is in your blue. He has the height advantage. And that's Duperval. Pray to God. But right now, God bless these guys. And they're on their own. You can pray all you want, my man, but you are on your own. Let's see what we got. I like it. All right, there we go. Waiting for the fight. What are we waiting for? Waiting for a coach. All right. Biggie is going to be one of the officials. Here we go. Lefty-righty conundrum going on. Oumar Snow in the blue is your lefty, and he's pawing with his jab, not punching with it. And that means that he's probably going to try to land a good left hand. And there he goes. He's swinging as hard as he can. And Kenny Duperval is coming back. Duperval, I'm sure we've seen him before. He looks experienced. He looks poised. Moving well. Wow, big overhand left. Landed by Oumar Snow. And Oumar Snow says he got hit in back of the head. I don't know. That's Duperval says he got hit in back of the head. I don't know what's happening. Oh, headgear malfunction. Headgear malfunction. All right, so he's not saying he got hit in back of the head. Oumar Snow is saying he had a headgear malfunction. So we're going back to it. Let's see what we got. All right, again, the point coming back. Duperval answers with the right hand. Duperval is in the red headgear, red gloves, pushes Snow back to the ropes and tries to pummel him. I think he got a little headbutt in there. All right. Whoa! A little hitting after the referee clearly called time. A couple of left hooks landed in there. Oh my goodness. They won't count as points, but they hurt me. Okay. And Duperval coming in with an unorthodox right hand, left hook. Let's see. Apparently not used to fighting these lefties, Duperval. Good try at the right uppercut, good overhand right. And you can see both fighters are using their front hands to paw. They're not really jabbing with them. They're using them kind of to paw and just try to land big bombs with their rear hands. Not really a good strategy, but it's a strategy nonetheless. And these young guys. And Duperval comes charging forward with his right hand. And Snow is trying to let go. And we got a good novice fight here, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are letting their hands go. They are coming in with their heads rushing in. You see lefties and righties sometimes clank their heads, and you're seeing it right now. Looks good. Looks good. We got a fight on our hands. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a fight on our hands. Lefty-righty conundrum going on. It's in full effect. What do you see sometimes? Sometimes because of the lead hand, right? If I'm a lefty and, if I'm a righty, I got my left hand up front and I'm having trouble throwing a jab because of his front hand is parrying it. Sometimes I'll paw, I'll try to find my space with it. Hey, the only way that you're gonna get to fight a lefty and learn how to do it good is to fight a lefty. And for you lefties, vice versa is the same, all right? And sometimes when the lefties fight other lefties, they have a problem because they're not used to it. And that's the way boxing goes. You will not know anything unless you do it. So let's see. Meanwhile, we got a great novice fight going on. These guys are letting their hands go. Their skill level is not the greatest, but their heart level is. It's right up there. And then right away, we see Snow coming out, pawing with his left hand, and he's in the corner. They're right in front of me, folks, and they are throwing some hard shots. Snow is holding on. Dupree is not having none of it. He says, "Ref, help me out." And Dupree, oh my God. That was terrible. That was terrible. All right. Ref, headgear. Headgear malfunction. You saw it, folks. Did you see that? He got hit on the ground. That's not good. They were excited. It's excitement. It's novice. He didn't mean it, but it happens. I don't know quite what happened now. I don't know if there's a disqualification. I don't know what happened. Oh, right. I don't know. I see the referee collecting the cards. There might be a disqualification in effect. All right. I don't think he meant that. I think that was just excitement.
Davilla, please see the doctor. Davilla.
All right, I think we're getting a disqualification here. I think he would have been okay with the point or two taken away.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a result of a
disqualification.
Of the second round, the winner of this bout from the red corner, Kerry Duperval.
All right, folks, we had our first disqualification that I've seen in the tournament. I don't think it was intentional. It was flagrant, but I don't think it was intentional. I think it's a novice fighter just being excited. He got his bell rung, with a couple of punches. He saw his opponent, in a compromised position, and he threw a punch. But that compromised position was his opponent on the floor on his backside. Not a good time to throw a punch. Hey, a lesson learned, all right? He will never do that again. And it is dangerous. I think the referee would have been okay taking a point or two away, but my opinion doesn't count, and I'm not on the floor getting hit. Okay, thank you. That's Q, wave, Q, wave. That's Q. Q does the clothing line. Q's a man. Q's a DJ, a great boxer. Q has a clothing line. I'm gonna try to give him an Instagram shout out. I don't know what his clothing line is. He makes fancy shirts and they got glitter all over them and they're gorgeous, gorgeous. If I had one of those shirts, I would wear it, okay? And if I had the opportunity to buy it, I would buy it. So, oh, speaking of merch, go to Smoker Talk Boxing and buy some merch, or go to Smoker Talk Boxing, go to Super Chat and donate to us, because we need some people, we need some money, we want to buy better equipment, and we want to support these amateurs, and we need help, all right? Look at me, I'm doing this by myself. It's crazy, it's crazy. All right, let's see what we got next. All right, who do we got next? All right, bout number 4. Maureen Abdullah, fight number 4. Abdullah, what gym is he from? I don't know. Unattached. And then we got, in the blue, Christian Ocasio from Suffolk, PAL. Christian Ocasio. So we got Abdullah in the red and Ocasio, Christian Ocasio in the blue. All right. All right. And Cassie O'Connor is your referee. There's Cassie. Okay. There we got Abdullah. Muain Abdullah. Unattached. And you don't know what you got when he's unattached. Again. And in the blue we got Christian Ocasio, Suffolk, PAL. Suffolk. All right? For people who don't know where that is, that's in Long Island. Cassie O'Connor, your referee.
In the red corner, boxing unattached. In the black trunks, please welcome Maureen Abdullah.
Maureen Abdullah.
And over here in the blue corner, in the blue trunks, from the Suffolk, PAL,
Christian Ocasio. If I knew how to use the zoom function, I would zoom in and out, but hey, what can I say?
141-pound senior novice.
All right, 140-pound novice, 141, 3 2-minute rounds. Let's see what we got. Let's go, let's go. All right, little bit of a height disparity syndrome coming on. You see Christian Ocasio in the blue. He's your taller opponent. All right, let's see how he handles this. Maureen Abdullah in the red headgear, red gloves. And remember, when I say red and blue, I'm going by headgear. Thank goodness he also has a blue outfit, so it's easier to tell. That's Christian Ocasio in the blue. Cassie O'Connor's ready to go. She said, hey, let's go. Get that crap out of the corner. We don't want to see no water. We don't want to see anything. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's on. Both of them are righty, and they're trying to jabs. And Christian Ocasio is throwing right hands. And Maureen Abdullah comes charging forward. Doesn't land anything, really. And Ocasio is just all over the place with his arms. But he's quick. Okay. Referee Cassie O'Connor says to Abdullah, stop holding. Good 1-2 by Christian. And Abdullah comes back with the right of his own. A clubbing right hand, under and over. Or over and under. Take whatever you have. And Christian Ocasio is not shy to let his hands go. He throws a 1-2 and hesitates and throws a hook. Abdullah's feinting with his jab, but he only gets hit with 3 punches for that. And Christian Ocasio is not afraid to throw a 1-2 at all. He almost throws a hook as an afterthought, like, oh, I should have thrown a hook, and then throws it. Okay, good jab by Abdullah. Another good jab by Abdullah. Okay, Abdullah's in your red and black. Christian Ocasio's in your blue. And referee Cassie O'Connor is warning or saying something. I don't know what she's saying. Okay, she said she probably got hit low. He's just checking up on him. Abdullah has a nice little style for an unattached fighter. He's got a dip to his right. He gets his body offline and he throws jabs from there. Pretty interesting. Christian Ocasio is your standard novice fighter, what you want to see. An active fighter, throws jabs, has his hands in all kinds of crazy directions. But fun to watch. All right, there you go. Looks good. All right, so what do you got? You got a good novice fight, okay? Christian Ocasio, he's got his hands a little bit unorthodox. They're in different directions. They're going in different ways. Abdullah has a stance, an interesting stance. He leans back a little bit, gets over to the right, gets out of the way of the punches. Say you're punching over here, if I lean back and I lean to the right a little bit, harder for you to hit me, all right? Good jab. Good novice fight. They're both letting their hands go. I'm excited. I like it. I see the future coming at you, all right? That's what you got. Maybe you're rooting for them, maybe you're not. Why not watch it? These kids are fighting their heart out. Okay. Seconds out. Get out. Seconds out. Get back, Cassie O'Connor says. Get back. All right, round number 2. Wow, Christian Ocasio comes out with a 6-7-8 punch combination. Abdullah answers by putting his head down and coming forward. These two are ready to fight. Good jabs, and good head movement. Right hand, left hook, and a flurry. Abdullah's holding, but hey, sometimes you got to hold. Okay. And Christian Ocasio is trying to implore his will on him by throwing hard punches and throwing flurries. And you know what? If you're a novice, that's sometimes what you do. Mouthpiece is out on the floor. I think it's Christian Ocasio. He's probably excited. I didn't see him get hit too much, but you know, maybe he's breathing heavy. He's a little off rhythm, throwing so many punches. Kind of hard. Not an easy thing to do. It's like taking a quick sprint. And here comes Ocasio again, throwing his jab, flaring out with his right hand. And Abdullah seems composed. He got hit with the 1-2 right in front of my camera, as you see. And Abdullah has to, well, he's pushing and he's fighting, but he's got to let his hands go. And Christian Ocasio is leading with his head, planted on Abdullah's shoulders. And these two are two novice fighters, breaking every rule in the textbook, but not breaking the primary rule of fighting, and that's fighting. If you're going to fight, you got to fight. All right. And Christian Ocasio comes with a 1-2, answers by Abdullah. And Abdullah is, I think he's holding a little too much. He's just a little unorthodox. He's got to throw punches. Christian Ocasio is taking advantage of Abdullah not throwing punches by letting his punches go. And Christian even shifted into a lefty stance for a second, and he's trying to come over the top with that right hand. It has been landing a little bit. Interesting. It's kind of like a novice style. Maidana and Mayweather. When Maidana was trying to come over the top with right hands on Mayweather, you have this in the novice style. And I like it. And they let their hands go. And, all right. So let me pull my stuff to the side. All right. So you have a novice style Mayweather versus Maidana. If you remember, Mayweather with that shoulder roll, back position, front hand down. His front hand was down. Maidana was trying to come over the top. You have Christian Ocasio trying to come over the top on Abdullah, trying to rain that overhand right on him. All right? Even in the novice style, you will see greatness If you just look, you will see greatness. I see greatness over here. This is the future right now in the novices. Enjoy it, why don't you? All right. Christian Ocasio in the blue, Abdullah in the red. And Abdullah's letting his right hand go, and he's landing it quite a few times. Christian comes back with a couple of slaps on the right hand himself. He's got more of a slap than a left hook, but he is punching. And Abdullah's forcing his way in with his left shoulder. And Christian Ocasio does some, I don't know what you want to call it. Cassie O'Connor's warning him for, I guess, pushing. Or not punching with the hand. And they're right in front of me. And if you want to breathe and feel the action, look at it right now. They're letting hands go. You saw Christian Ocasio land a couple of good right hands. Here it goes again. And Abdullah is holding with his left. He's got to throw his right. If you're going to hold with your left, at least get those hands in. And Christian Ocasio is just coming forward with some hellacious, unorthodox, wild novice punches, but they are landing. And Abdullah gets hit. I think it's going to be an 8 count right here. Yes, and Cassie O'Connor sends him to the corner. Got a good look at Christian Ocasio. Let me see if I could just focus in on the intent face. Oh, you got a smoke and talk up close thing. All right, I'm not trying to. Christian Ocasio is ready to go. An up-close personal view of Christian Ocasio at Smoke and Talk. Oh my God, and goodness. Oh my goodness. He hit after the break. But these things happen. They are novices. Good right hand and a right hand answer. And they are coming back. They are hitting each other with right hands. They refuse to slip these right hands. They refuse it, folks. They are just punching. Now they're wrestling. And you know what they're doing? They are fighting. Good novice fight. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Great job, great job. Oh, I love them. This is why we love the novices at Smoke and Talk. These are good fights. I'm trying to get in their face as a cameraman. I'm probably going to get scolded by Cassie O'Connor pretty soon, but I had to give you that up close and personal look because I've never been a cameraman in my life, and I'm enjoying this greatly. I hope you're enjoying the fights because I'm enjoying the fights. I hope this feed is going out. If not, it's being recorded, I believe, I don't know. And I don't know, we're just putting it out there. Let me see. I got a live stream going on. My live view says I'm going out there. Great fight, all right? Great fight. My boy Christian Ocasio right there, very happy. My other boy, that's Maureen, Abdullah right there. A lot of talent there, a lot of talent. All right? And we measure talent in possible future ability. I like these two. I like them. Okay. Cassie O'Connor acknowledging Smoke and Talk. Love her. And there's some funky music going on. We don't have any rights to this music, but we got the right to dance if you want to dance. Boom, bop, boom, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, boom, bop. All right, let's hear the announcement.
Let's hear it for both our boxing specialists.
Great boxing, great boxing.
The winner by unanimous decision. From the blue corner, Christian Ocasio.
Christian Ocasio, great fight, great fight. All right, Smoke and Talk. Great job, guys. Good fight. Great job, Cassie O'Connor, refereeing as always. All right. Wow. Now that was a good fight. All right. If Maidana and Floyd Mayweather met when they were 3-year-old novices, that's what the fight would look like. These guys are going to get better, they're going to advance, and they're going to become the future, all right? They're novices now. You can say you saw them way back when. Larry Brown. All right, what do we got? All right, there's some acknowledgments going on. Next fight.
2018, Steve Galliano.
Cameron Harris. I love Galliano. Cameron Harris, red corner. All right, and then who we got? Rafael Castillo. Can you read this? I can't. It's very hard for me to see. All right. Well, anyway, that's Rafael Castillo, all right? In the blue corner, Rafael Castillo. In the red corner, whoosh, Cameron Harris. And George, I wish I knew how to zoom in on this camera. Got no clue. If I had a zoom button, I'd zoom in and out on these guys. All right. How do you zoom? All right, I'm texting my partner George on how to zoom because I have no idea. Hopefully he texts me back before the show.
All right, out number 5. Here we go. Castillo Connor's ready. In the red corner, from Gleason's gym, in the black trunks and red shirt, please welcome Cameron Harris.
Cameron Harris, red corner. Cameron.
In the blue corner, out of Champs Boxing Club, in the black trunks and blue shirt, Rafael Castillo. And a big height disparity syndrome coming on. The height disparity syndrome is in full effect. We have a taller fighter versus a shorter fighter, and we got to see if this guy can get in and score punches on a taller fighter. The advantage is for the taller fighter, of course, but if the shorter fighter get inside, the advantage becomes his. Let's see how Rafael Castillo handles the taller fighter in Cameron Harris. Okay, and here's the bell for round 1. Both of them are righty, and right away we see Rafael Castillo trying to come in. He's got his hands held up high. And you can see he's giving some off angles with his head and trying to come forward, push his way forward. Right away, we see how he handles the height disparity syndrome. Giving angles, giving bops, and then trying to come in with a good jab and then a body attack. That's Castillo in the blue. Cameron Harris is in the red, and you see him in front of me, and they're letting their hands go. Castillo scored with a couple of left hooks, and he's pushing. Cameron Harris is trying to hold on a little bit, and Castillo is pushing him. Good moves. 1-2 employed by Cameron Harris, but they were both blocked. And Castillo is coming in with a little bit of a jump left hook. I like it. And he's got a good hit left hook, Castillo does. Cameron Harris is changing his jab. I like what Cameron Harris is doing. He threw a slow jab, a fast jab, and a low jab. Very good. And this is a fight. This is a good fight. These guys are novice, but they're showing visions of greatness as far as I'm concerned. And Cameron Harris is trying to let his hands go. Castillo dipping to his left, forcing his way in with some jabs and a great hook. And Castillo has a very educated left hand, folks. Very educated left hand. Cameron Harris tries to get it back, but he got caught a few times. Good jab, both of them exchange jabs. Good head movement by Castillo.
And good foot movement by Harris. Okay. And Harris tries to come back with a 1-2-3, but Castillo is responsible in defense. All right, looking good. Looking good. Very good fight, very good fight. We got the height disparity syndrome. What is that? Say this is your average height between the two. One of them is shorter, one of them is taller, okay? How do you handle the lack of height? How do you get in? Well, Castillo's doing a few things. He's dipping to his left, dipping to his right. He's doubling up with his jab. Doubling up with his jab, and then letting his feet do the talking as he's walking in. Cameron Harris is moving his feet, trying to stay on his jab. The only thing that Cameron Harris has a problem with right now is as he moves back, he's not snapping the jab. Sometimes people don't know how to move back and still snap a jab. Very hard thing to master, but you have to master it in the art of boxing, especially if you're taller. Okay, let's see what we got. Cameron and Castillo. All right, Castillo is showing that head movement, following his jab in with multiple jabs. Cameron is moving back, throwing his jab, letting his combinations go. Well, and Castillo kind of is calling it. I don't know what she's calling. I don't know what she's calling. An 8 count? Right, an 8 count. Okay. So Castillo scored over there. All right. On Cameron Diaz. Okay. Okay. So here comes Castillo. Castillo's coming in, and he senses blood. Cameron's holding on with his left hand, which is okay to clear his cobwebs, but it does not help him. And Castillo is scoring with the left hook. You see it right in front of me as both of them come. And now with the overhand right. Cameron Harris is desperately trying to fight his way out of this. And Cameron Harris is doing the right thing. He's letting his hands go. He is fighting. And Castillo has a real good left jab, a good right uppercut. And Cameron is pushing his way in, trying to get Castillo to back up a little bit. Good strategy on Cameron Harris's part. Try to get his opponent to back up a little bit because he's not doing as well when he's coming forward. All right, body attack by Castillo. Castillo coming in with his head. Cameron with a quick headlock there. Bought himself a little time. And if he could snap that jab, good 1-2 by Cameron Harris. Okay, and here they come. All right, so Cameron Harris survived this round. All right, Cameron Harris survived this round. It was a rough round, though. Let me see if I can get this a little bit down. All right. All right, do you see him right in front of me? Letting their punches go. One trying to survive and doing a good job of it. The other one trying to take the other guy out. Great fighting, you saw it there. As that was happening, I was getting tangled up in the cords that I'm covered in cords, trying to bring you this live stream and try to focus in on these fighters. Good action, good fights, good riddance. All right, that's Castillo and Harris. Let's see if Harris can come back this round. Had a rough round, and Harris knows it. And Harris does not want to come back anymore. He's made up his mind that he's got to stand and fight, and he is trying. And he throws an overhand right. And Castillo is comfortable on the inside, but will he be able to land punches? Because Castillo is used to coming forward in this fight, trying to close the distance. Now Harris is closing the distance for him. So what will Castillo do? Well, that's an answer, double hook. And Harris closed the distance, but he's got to let his hands go. There he goes with an overhand right, underhand right, overhand right. And another overhand right. And a good jab by Harris. And Harris has made up his mind. He is not backing up anymore. He's trying to come forward. Castillo has to reestablish his position and his dominance, trying to with the left hook and trying to push Harris back. And folks, they are fighting. Let's see what Harris could do from this position. All right, Castillo O'Connor's separated the two. Let him come over. Castillo's trying to come in. And Harris throws a hard left hook. And Harris is throwing hooks with both hands. Just basically tired and exhausted, but still fighting. And Castillo has the right idea. Letting his hooks go. And here you see him right in front of me. See what they do. And Harris is pushing and trying to come over. A good move by Harris, pushing forward with his shoulder and then coming over with his right hand. And is this going to be a point taken away? 1 point taken away, holding. 1 point taken away, holding. All right. So the two meet in the middle of the ring. Good job, good job. And one more punch, because what the heck, it is a fight. Wow. Great fight. You saw it there. I called it. Hey, listen, especially when you're a novice fighter, this is what you need to do. You need to fight. Forget about it that you don't have the technique to really bring you to that victory. You still got to fight, all right? That will help you on in the later fights. So you saw Harris, he pushed forward, he put his left shoulder in, he pulled it back, he threw it right. Hey, it's a fight. And then you saw Castillo. Castillo got pushed back, and he started going back to his left hook again on the inside. These kids were fighting. It was great. Great fight. Not the best boxing, but who cares? The best boxing is a good fight. So, kudos. All right. All right. Got it. Got it. All right, let's see if I can do this zoom. George just told me how to zoom. Oh, look at that. There's a zoom feature. Oh, look at that. Dave C will be zooming in and out now.
By unanimous decision, from the blue corner,
Rafael Castillo. Smoker talk. And there's your winner right there. I'm going to zoom in on him. All right. All right. Great job by you, Mr. Harris. Look at that. All right. I got the zoom feature. I don't know if you can see me. Can you see me? Or maybe you can't. Either way, I am enjoying filming this fight. The energy here is fantastic. Support these kids. Support Smoker Talk Boxing. Buy some merch. Send in donations. Do whatever you can, all right? We're supporting these kids, and we're going to bring you tomorrow's champions today. This is the best in New York City. The best New York City has to offer. Whoa, Smoker Talk, wait. There he is. He wants to be seen. All right, that's your red corner. Who do we got here? That is Javier Velasquez from the Eastern Queens Boxing Club. Let me zoom in on Javier. Javier Velasquez, Eastern Queens. He's in your red corner. Eastern Queens. Cassie's talking to him. Who do we got in our blue corner? Let me see who we got. Joshua Rivera from Sweatbox. Josh Rivera. There we go. Josh Rivera from Sweatbox. All right. Josh Rivera. All right. Here we go. Sweatbox versus Eastern Queens. Javier Velasquez, Eastern Queens in the red. Josh Rivera in the blue. And when we say blue, we're talking about the headgear and the gloves. Headgear, gloves, that's blue. All red, Javier Velasquez, Eastern Queens. All right, Sweatbox. In the house. In the house, Sweatbox. Here we go. Thank you, George, for telling me how to zoom. I'm so excited. I'm zooming in on all this action, baby. I love it. All right, he's coming out in the lefty stance. Lefty-righty conundrum is in effect. Javier Velasquez switches back to righty, and he's letting his hands go. Josh Rivera puts his head forward and comes in with punches. And Joshua Rivera is trying to establish a jab. Javier in the red is coming forward and letting his hands go. A little holding, a little hitting. Hey, it's novices. What do you expect? Javier Velasquez in your red, getting one for the holding and hitting by Castillo. Overhand right by Velasquez. Not sure if it scored, but it was definitely thrown. Okay. Josh Rivera tried a little step right, throw right, little step left, throw left. And here they are in front of me. And they are letting their hands go, my friends. Letting their hands go. Josh Rivera with the shoe shine combination. And Javier Velasquez is coming back with some jabs. He's got Josh on the ropes. Joshua being very comfortable, keeping his hands up, and then letting him go. There they go. And they are back and forth action. Oh my God, and this is a good novice fight, ladies and gentlemen. Good novice fight. Both of them letting him go with their hands. All right. Castillo saying something, but Javier Velasquez is talking about getting held. Good 1-2 by Josh Rivera. Good right hand by Josh Rivera. Right hand to the body by Josh Rivera. Josh Rivera's in your blue. Javier's in the red. Javier's holding. He needs to let his hands go. Javier with the lefty stance, letting his left hand go. Gets caught with a slapping hook on the right. And Josh Rivera looks pretty smooth and coordinated right now. Showing a little footwork. A little shovel step in and out. And Javier answers that back by letting his hands go. Okay. All right. Oh my God, we got ourselves a fight right here. We got ourselves a fight. Absolutely. And that's Sweatbox. Good fight right here. Right. Argenis. So we got Argenis from Sweatbox right there. Sorry, I forget everybody's name. That's Argenis from Sweatbox. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Javier Velasquez comes out, and so does Josh Rivera. And Josh Rivera's coming in. Oh, he shifted into a left-hand stance and shifted back. And Josh Rivera is just showing off some head work. And then Javier Velasquez from Eastern Queens has shifted stances a couple times himself. And he's back in it in a righty stance. So both of them are shifting from lefty to righty. Good fight, good matchup right here. Josh Rivera is showing that head movement. Hands up. Waiting for Javier to come in, apparently to hit him with something hard, but it didn't in this case. All right, Javier in a left-handed stance is coming forward to ones and twos. Got caught with the right hand by Josh Rivera. And the crowd is going nuts behind me Apparently there's some Josh Rivera fans in the house. All right, Javier with the 1-2 of his own coming forward. Javier's in your red, but he's missing some punches. Switches to a right hand stance, lands a jab, lets his hands go. Josh Rivera answers. I don't know how effective these punches are, but Josh is definitely answering. Good overhand right by Josh Rivera. And here they are in front of me again, folks. A little grappling going on. And Castillo kind of is slapping Josh Rivera and says, do not hold. Okay? And listen to me. Good hook to the body, good hook to the head by Velasquez. He gets hit with the jab, but comes right back, over by Josh Rivera with his right hand. Good couple of right hands by Josh Rivera. And Velasquez seems a little tired, slapping with those punches with his right hand. He needs snapping those punches if he's going to get respect. Okay, all right. So let's talk about this. Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner. What you're seeing right now, mostly from Javier Velasquez, is he's throwing punches without any oomph. That happens even in the pros sometimes. When you get tired and you're trying to throw a punch and you have no oomph in your punch. In that case, don't throw any punches. Catch your breath, because those punches do not count. And what they do is allow your opponent to hit you hard, all right? So Coach's Corner, if you don't have any oomph to throw a punch, catch your breath so that when you do throw a punch, you have some oomph in it, okay? Little tidbit for you, whether you use it or not, I don't care. Javier Velasquez, he's in Queens. Josh Rivera, Art and Sweet Science. And here they go. Josh Rivera has some moves. He's dipping to his left, switching over. And let's see what they got. They're tangled up right now. Castillo O'Connor's broken them up. See what they got. Javier Velasquez was tired, but he threw a good right hand. And that's what I mean. Good punches right there by Javier Velasquez. Not sure if they landed. Josh Rivera moves back. And they exchange. Good body punches. And good answer with body punches. Comes back with Josh Rivera. Good left hook. Josh Rivera answers with the 1-2-3 up top. Good overhand right by Josh Rivera. And Javier Velasquez is not deterred. He's letting his hands still go. And Javier Velasquez is a warrior. He got hit with a couple shots, but he's letting his hands go. Both from a lefty and righty stance. Now from a lefty stance, good body shot. Velasquez is going. Josh Rivera has his hands down. Slipping, but I'm not sure if he slipped it all the way. All right, they're in front of me again, and they are letting their hands go. And Josh Rivera slipped a lot of punches, but he did get hit with a couple of those. Good body punches by Javier Velasquez. I don't know if he'll get credit for him in the amateur system. All right, Castillo O'Connor, one last warning. Castillo O'Connor getting booed for breaking the fighters. And they're going to the bell. Whoa, what a good fight. What a good fight. Absolutely great. Excellent fight. Excellent fight. All right. All right. Good fight. Good sportsmanship right there. Janice. Good fight. Castillo O'Connor's getting the totals up there. Crowd is very happy with Josh Rivera. And I believe in Eastern Queens, that's Coach Al or Coach Brian. I believe it's Coach Al, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, let's see what the decision is. Let's see. All right, are they still waiting for it? They're waiting for that tally. They're waiting for that tally. They're waiting for that tally. What is the tally? Tally that scorecard up. Tally that scorecard up. There we go. All right, there's the decision.
Now let's hear from both of them. Come on.
Great fight. Great fight.
This was a split decision. The winner going to the blue corner.
All right. Great fight. Josh Rivera. Great fight, fellas. Great fight. Great fight. Great fight. All right. Split decision victory. Look at this crowd. They're crazy. The crowd is crazy. They are loud. Loud, happy people. Loud. Oh, look at that. Hold up. Hold on 1 second. All right. Thank you. Team Rivera. That's what I'm talking about. Bring a fan club. If you're going to fight, don't let it be alone. Let people see it. Bring the crowd out. Referee Will. My man. Smoke or talk boxing. Beautiful. Listen, not everybody can fight in Madison Square Garden. Not everybody can fight where they want, okay? But you gotta start somewhere. This is where you start. Support these kids fighting in New York City, fighting their hearts out. Let me show you what it looks like. Ready? Boom, 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 boom. Can you see this? I don't know. Boom, 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 boom. Fighting their hearts out for you. I don't know what's happening here. All right. Jose Davis from El Maestro. Jose Davilla. Davilla. Oh, we've seen Jose plenty of times. And what weight is this? Still 141? Elite. Elite. We got the open fighters. What's up, Jose? Davilla versus Elvis Cardenas from Champs BC.
Another 141 pounds. This is an elite class. From El Maestro. Boxing in the red corner and the gray trunks. Please welcome Jose Davilla. In the blue corner from Champs Boxing in the black trunks, Elvis Cardenas.
Elvis.
3-2 rounds.
3-minute rounds, brother. They're 3-minute rounds. All right. So that's Elvis Cardenas in the blue. Jose Davilla in the red. All right, and we've seen these guys before. Two righties, and right away from their stances and the way they hold themselves, you can see they have experience. Davilla pouring with his jab. Cardenas throwing his jab. Davilla comfortably slipping away. 1-2 by Davilla. They look like they were blocked by Elvis. Elvis Cardenas in the blue. Davilla in the red. And I'm going to say Elvis and Jose, okay? Elvis in the blue, Jose in the red. Okay. So Elvis is trying to establish his jab and some combinations. Jose, you've seen him before, very comfortable, staying just on the outside of Elvis's jab. And he's pouring with his jab, trying to find the right distance to come in. Good hook by Jose. Jose Davilla with the hook. And Elvis rushes in. But he rushed in with his head down, and he really couldn't score too many punches. All right, Jose Pawn with the jab. Elvis coming in with a combination upstairs. And I'm not sure what Elvis is doing. He's pushing in, but he's not fighting on the inside that well. All right. That's a good step back hook by Elvis. And Elvis is letting his hands fly. Holding on just a touch there. And they're grappling a little bit on the inside. All right. Referee warning Jose Davilla for something. Oh, good double right hook with his right hand. Jose Davilla. Okay. And these two have a tendency for grappling. Good some punches underneath by Jose. And Elvis has his... I'm not quite sure what Elvis is doing. He's coming in. He's getting on the inside position, but he's not fighting inside too effectively. He's falling in with his punches. And Elvis is like a little bit of an awkward fighter to me. Good, but you know what? Off that awkward rhythm, maybe you land some punches. He threw a good left body hook moments ago. Okay. Good head movement by Elvis. Blocking those punches, slipping those punches very easily. Jose trying to land with his right hand. Elvis coming in with a good body punch and coming back up to the head. And now I'm starting to see these guys starting to establish themselves. Elvis with the good overhand right as he fell to his left. And they're awkward fighters. Both trying to establish position and advantages. Interesting. And they are awkward, but they are fighting for position. Great first round. All right. Okay. If you don't see the difference between the opens and the novices, you don't know boxing. This is really good stuff as far as an open and a novice. These two guys are trying things. They're both a little bit awkward. Elvis is awkward, and Jose, even though he's coming in with jabs and changing the speed of the jabs, he's done some awkward stuff on the inside by putting his hands out and engaging in clinches, things of that nature. And what they're both doing is they're both actually wrestling a little bit, but in a boxing way. In other words, they're putting their arms out, they're clinching, they're holding, they're trying to hit, trying to reposition themselves, get in positions. It is good inside work, and it's awkward inside work, and it's something that happens in the pros all the time. So look for it in this fight. Very interesting. All right, they both exchange body shots there. And watch how they both initiate the clinch a little bit, but they're both still punching and trying to find their advantages. Skilled, open fighters with a lot of experience and a lot of savvy. Okay. And now, if you look at Jose, he was fighting lefty for a little while. See, Jose is interesting because he does things like put his handwork to initiate a clinch, and then he starts punching. That's not a bad move by Elvis. If somebody's going to put their head down, hey, push them. Not a bad idea. Don't let them feel comfortable in front of you or anything you want. And Jose is in a completely left-handed stance now. Pushing his way in, not jabbing his way in so much. And Elvis is very comfortable in this position, fighting a lefty. He seems better at fighting a lefty than a righty. Letting his hands go to the body. And then, you see what Elvis did. He threw two punches and then he closed the distance. And Jose's coming forward and shifted back into a right-handed position. They're grappling over there, but that's not regular holding. They're looking for ways to turn that into an advantage for themselves. To a very experienced. And Elvis is starting to feel himself a little bit better this round. He's moving, he's jabbing. You saw a lead right. And here they are in front of me. Okay, smart movement. So Elvis has an answer for Jose coming in, and that answer is just to push down on his head. And Jose threw a hard right uppercut. If that landed clean, that would have been trouble for Elvis. And Jose's really looking for that right uppercut. Moves well. You can see Jose is really a thinking type of guy in everything he does. You can see the experience as he just moves just a little bit to avoid that punch. Jose Davilla in your red. And Elvis from the outside is really starting to feel himself with those good punches, a good step check hook. He stepped to his left and checked hook with his left. Good jab, double jab by Elvis. Alternating punches, a 1-2, but the 2 went to the body instead of the head. And he's starting to move in awkward angles. You saw that, a little dip to his right with the right hand Elvis did. Very interesting. Very good. Absolutely, great round. Okay, great round. Really experienced fighters fighting there. They're doing the little things that I look for in open fighters with experienced fighters. Little pullback with the punch. Little tricks. If you put your head in front of me, maybe I'll push it down so that you don't feel comfortable. I don't like what you're doing down there. Maybe get a body shot. A 1-2 where the right hand, instead of coming on top, comes to the body. You know, these little things are showing you what open fighters are. Good boxing, good ringmasters in this fight. Okay. Look at animated coach from El Maestro. Animated at coaches. Love him. All right, let's see what happens here. I don't know if I have anybody up right now. I think I gave Elvis that second round. I can't tell you who I gave the first because I don't know. So I didn't give it to anybody. But what did the judges do? We don't know. Right. And Elvis is throwing 1-2s from real different angles. Triple jab by Elvis. And Davilla, Jose, you can see he knows what he's doing, but he's kind of caught in between a multitude of moves to me. It's almost like he has too much experience. He's just got to make up his mind and pull the trigger. You know, as a coach, I would just say, listen, don't worry about setting up the perfect punch or the perfect counter. Beautiful head movement by Jose, but just let the hands go. That's what I would tell him. Okay? Now he initiated a clinch right there. Jose did. And Christian is throwing some nice punches. That's Elvis, rather. Elvis, I'm sorry. Elvis Cardenas in the blue. Elvis, and what he's doing, Elvis, is he's throwing his jab and he's moving to his left in a circular fashion. And then sometimes letting his right go from that left side. Let's see if he does it here. Lead left hook. And Jose Davilla goes to 1-2. Oh, good right hands. Good right hands by Elvis. He landed a couple of them. I think Davilla is holding on because he got hurt a little bit, although he doesn't show it now. Good right hand by Elvis. Good movement by Elvis. Tripling up to his left with the jab again. Nice triple jab. Good head movement. Good punches by Jose. Didn't quite land any effectively. Here we go. 2 square off. A little bit of clinching going on. It's almost an agreement, the clinches. Good double hook downstairs by Elvis. And Elvis landed a couple of good right hands. And he's really trying to accentuate this round with a close, and it comes to a close. Good fighting, good fighting. All right. And, you know, and I can tell you this right now. I think Elvis won the fight with good punching. Jose Davilla, though, I am a fan of yours. I can see what you're thinking. You're setting things up. You're not pulling the trigger. I could see Jose Davilla being an excellent, excellent coach. He's a thinking man. He's thinking about what he's doing. You know, it doesn't translate all the time during a fight because of the speed of things. But I could see Jose Davilla being a great, great coach. And Elvis, good handwork, good triple jab on your little sideways movement there, and good right hand, good alternating. I like what you're doing. I like these fighters. This is the future today. You cannot doubt this. Okay.
I didn't get the results yet.
All right, we're waiting for the results. Waiting for the tally, though. Results are still being tallied. Let me see if I could sneak in there and look at these results being tallied. All right, you want to see some results being tallied? Right there, they're being tallied. You see them, they're being entered into the books. There are the results. Look at that action, even on the tally. Good fight, good fight, good fight. Sportsmanship, respect. You cannot ask for better than that. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, let's see who's coming up next. We will have Khamall Dunkley from Freeport, PAL. Khamall, and he's going to be versing Raekwon Butler from South Box. We got Joe Higgins coming in. And Coach Sal with Joe Higgins. Coach Sal.
I hope they're doing okay over there. I hope they still got some chicken. You still got some chicken over there? It looks like they still have some chicken.
Up.
I might get some of that chicken before I leave.
Peace. And that's Coach Sal from Freeport, PAL. That's Joe Higgins and Coach Sal. Sal is the man with the grayish hair. Joe Higgins has no hair. Sometimes you don't need hair. Sometimes you just need shine. Judges getting ready. Judges getting ready. Good crowd at John's Gym today. Okay. All right. In the red corner, you have Khamall Dunkley from Freeport, PAL. And in the blue corner, you have Raekwon Butler Good day for boxing. Good day for boxing. Sundays. God's day. And let there be boxing, God said. And that's Khamall Dunkley. Khamall Dunkley, red corner. Raekwon Butler. 3 3-minute rounds. Open fighters, they are considered elite. Don't get it twisted. They're elite. Cassie O'Connor is the referee giving instructions and possibly scolding if anybody does anything wrong. Not possibly, but definitely. All right. See what we got. All right. Setting up in a right-handed stance. Setting up in a left-handed stance. Let's see if they actually come out to those stances. Okay, left-handed stance. Lefty-righty conundrum going on. Raekwon Butler is in the blue from South Box. He's your lefty coming forward. And Khamall Dunkley is in your red. He's a standard boxer. And they both look like they move well right off the bat. And I like it. Wow, good head movement by Butler. He got caught with the right hand over there, though. Not much effect. So there's Dunkley. And Dunkley is looking for the movement. So when Butler moves, Dunkley goes down with him with that right hand. And Raekwon comes back with the left hand of his own. And now we just see a pawn jab. He tried to slip in that left hand. Raekwon Butler did. Raekwon Butler in your blue. And Khamall Dunkley in your red. Dunkley comes in with a good body shot. Butler scoots off to his left and comes in with a good left hand by changing the angle. Butler does. Butler in the blue, Dunkley in the red. And Butler has all kinds of movement. Good left hand right hook by Butler. Another left hand by Butler. So Butler's in your blue, he's your left-hander. Dunkley is in your red. Got spun around, Dunkley did. But that was because Butler moved. Good 1-2 by Butler. Dunkley comes back with a couple of jabs, but they fall short. And Dunkley is coming in forward. He with the double jab right hand and follows up with a couple of 1-2s. And Dunkley scores inside. Khamall Dunkley, now he's trying to paw or parry with his front hand. Good action in this round. Raekwon Butler is pawing with that jab. You know that left hand's going to come in. There it is to the body. And then Raekwon with all kinds of foot movement, going in all different directions, trying to confuse Dunkley. He confused me. Dunkley with a good right hand again. See. Interesting. And here they are. Interesting. And Raekwon has found a hole for his left hand to the body. You see right here. Now he tried to come over the top with it. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Great stuff there. All right. Good fight. Very exciting fight. So we got Raekwon Butler in your blue. All kinds of foot movement. And he paws with his jab, but with his left hand, he does something very important. He throws it straight. He throws it at a different angle. He throws it to the body, and he throws it like a hook. Dunkley, on the other hand, good fighter. Not as much movement, but anticipate Raekwon's head movement. So he's throwing his right hand sometimes straight, and sometimes to where he thinks Raekwon's going to go. So if he thinks Raekwon's head is going there, Dunkley's trying to follow it over there. Good fight, good action, good minds. Good ref. Good ref, Cassie O'Connor. Okay, let's see what happens in round 2. All right, so Dunkley in the red, Butler in the blue. Okay, so, all right, wow, they both will let him go. And Dunkley's probably been told to throw a lead right hand because that's what he came out with twice. Good 1-2-3 by Butler. He came right over the top with that hook, and good movement by Butler. Wow, good movement by Butler. Oh my goodness. Real Sugar Ray Robinson type foot movement from Butler. And now Butler's coming forward, forcing the action. Big left hand. Okay. And Dunkley answering back with a good right hand of his own. And Butler's flashing his jab, throwing a straight left hand to the body. Didn't look like it had much effect. And now a 1-2-3. Another 1-2-3 by Butler. Butler's in your blue. 1-2 by Butler. 1-2 answer by Devon. I'm not sure if it hit. Oh, that's Dunkley rather, not Devon. Khamall rather, Khamall Dunkley. And Dunkley's in your red, trying to let his hands go. And then, so Butler ducked under the anticipation. If you saw Dunkley, he threw his hand, oh, and he caught him that time. So Dunkley is throwing his right hand low because you'll hit the body or the head depending on Butler ducking. So that's his answer. Another 1-2 by Dunkley. Those are good 1-2s by Dunkley. Butler with a good hook. Very interesting. Good snapping left by Butler. Another 1-2. And Dunkley's coming forward basic with the 1-2s. Smart to do it. Here comes Dunkley again. I expect a 1-2. Nope. But good head movement by Butler. Butler threw a 1-2 to the body. Form with his jab, Butler is. Dunkley trying to come inside forward. And a 2-3 by Dunkley where the hook caught Butler. A right hand left hook. So Rico, Butler, Dunkley shows, and it does land. And Butler answers with the 1-2 and 1-2-3 to the body, 1-2-3 to the head now. And a haymaker that misses, and a haymaker to the body that scores. A 2-3. And they're very similar to each other. Very interesting. Good. So, good action right here. Great action. I'm enjoying this fight. One of the things I'm enjoying is the variations of simple combinations. So I'm throwing a 1-2, but do I throw it to 1-2 meaning body head or head body? Head body, do I throw it one straight right hand or do I throw it a hook in right hand? You know, changing angles. Do I throw it through a 2-3, meaning a right hand, left hook, in the same cadence as a 1-2 to change it up? And both of them are doing that to each other. They're giving each other different looks as they come in, and different heights as they come in, and different heights as they throw their hands. Very interesting, good chess match, good open fight. Okay, here they come. And Butler throws a haymaker, does not score. Dunkley comes in, Dunkley in the red, Butler in the blue. So let's see.
Hey, did you park in the lot? You parked in the street?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Butler's coming in. And good head movement by Butler. Good foot movement by Butler. Good stalking. And not overcommitment, none of overcommitment by Dunkley. Very smart, working his way into punching range. Dunkley is trying to land that right hand. Only thing about Dunkley is that you know he's going to throw his right hand because he's only pawing with his jab. And you could say the same of Butler. Not really throwing a jab. But Butler's a little bit more unpredictable because of his foot movement and because of his crouching and his changing of height. And you see Dunkley starting to land that right hand. He got Butler against the ropes. And Butler throws a hook. Butler has a little bit more wrinkle to his game than Dunkley. And they're both going. And they're both doing well. And there's a wrinkle to Dunkley's game. Moving around Khamall in the red. Landing. Interesting fight. Interesting fight. And they're both letting it go. They both seem a little bit tired, but they're still going. Still throwing punches. Very professional. And Butler is throwing his left hand from all different angles. And that's really the difference, is that he has more wrinkle in his game. And Dunkley's coming in. That's Dunkley's wrinkle. It's a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of the hesitation step. But he's got to land that right hand, Dunkley does, to get any effectiveness. And right now, he just has not been landing it, even though he's setting it up nicely. And Butler's bouncing all over the place on the inside, the outside. Dunkley's throwing punches, but Butler is more active and moving around more with his defense. Very good fight, very good fight. I think, and don't quote me on this, but I think Butler pulled that out with his movement in the third round. I don't know how to score the first 2 rounds, but at that third round, I gave to Butler. Now, if Dunkley got the first 2 rounds, then guess what? He wins the fight. I think Butler, oh, look at that hair on Butler. Look at that hair. Let me check out that hair. Look at that hair on Butler. Look at that. He is a golden dreadlock fighter. Look at that. Looking good. Looking good. Good sportsmanship by the two. Great acknowledgement. Great announcement. Nice hair. All right. Does anyone out there think I should get dreadlocks because I'm going with my hair? What do you think of Dave Stevens dreadlocks? And how about dreadlocks with a color? I think I'll do that. All right, what are you doing? Tallying up the numbers. Tallying up the scorecards right now. Tallying up the scorecards.
By unanimous decision. From the blue corner, Butler.
Okay, all right, I'm good with that. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. We're going to see these guys in the future. Great job. Great job. It's a double elimination in an elite. So I would say to Dunkley, if you ever fight a left-hander again, make sure you use your jab. Don't just pour with your jab. Make sure you use your jab. And Butler, great job. Great movement, great variance with your left hand. But you too should use your jab a little bit more as well. Look at Salinas' rhythm. Salinas has got that rhythm. He was showing it before. Cassie! Oh yeah! What's up, baby? What is this ref's name? Jose, all right. Thanks. Hey. Looking good, man. All right, that's referee Jose Fernandez.
In the red corner, in the black trunks. From underground boxing, please welcome Mirzolkrorn Aripov.
Aronov, we've seen Aronov several times. Underground, Ryan Lopez. We've seen Ryan before. Ryan moves very, very well. So 141 open class, elite. We've seen Ryan before. All right. So Aronov. All right. And Ryan. So Miz, I'm going to just call him Miz for short. Miz Aronov in your red. Ryan Lopez in your blue. And we've seen Ryan before. And Ryan is a bag of tricks, if anything at all. A little bit of holding going on right there. A little bit. Referee Jose Fernandez will let you know. Good right hand by Aronov. Good left hook by Ryan Lopez. And Lopez is quick. If you blink, you'll miss his punches. That's how quick Lopez is. All right. And Aronov is from Bars Boxing. They got that Russian style, the Eastern European style. A little headlock. Oh, what was that? Wow, that was a straight takedown. What was that? Oh my goodness. And I believe they do a little bit of MMA in bars. That's 1 point. That's a point. Wow. That was some takedown. And you don't know what's going to come out in Smoker Talk. All right, back they go back at it. Ryan Lopez goes under and over with his right hand. Ryan Lopez is throwing more punches, but they seem to be being blocked by Aronov. Coming in right now. Whoa, that one scored for Lopez for sure. And Aronov is trying to get it back. Coming forward, pushing his way forward with ones and twos. Lefts and rights. And Ryan Lopez with a quick right hand lead. Looks like they're having a little bit of an equipment malfunction. Nope, not at all. And those punches mean nothing. Banging on the body like that, just to waste time. Right hand, left hook by Lopez. And Aronov trying to push his way in with punches, holding on. And I'd be a little bit scared if I was Lopez after getting thrown to the ground like that. And here it is. And they just keep getting tangled up, and it's a little bit awkward right now. Wow, couple jabs by Aronov, answered with the right hand by Lopez. Good right hand, left hook by Lopez. Lopez, they're both jabbing, both seeming to miss. There's a right hand that missed. And again with the clinches, nothing's happening in those clinches. Those pit-a-pat punches to the body are basically useless, and they're ineffective. But you know, boxers tend to do it out of nervous energy. And the left hook landed at the end. So there you go. You want a little MMA and smoke and talk? You got it. That was like a two-handed clinch, thrown to the ground. That reminds me when I was in the 6th grade, and because I was the shortest on line, I could not get food at the cafeteria. I had to fight my way to the front, and I threw some people on the ground because I had to eat, all right? It's the way it goes. It's still fighting. You lost the point, though. Jose Fernandez took a point for that. It goes like that. It's still boxing. All right. There we go. That's Coach Chance from Savage City with the Jamaican colors on. Red, gold, and green. That's the Jamaican colors. Shred lock. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Aronov might have lost the round because of that point. Let's go. And then they're back to boxing. They look good. Throwing jabs effectively. And on the clinch, they're not good. It's just a little weird how they fight in the clinch. Okay. Here we go. All right. Lopez being fast. Aronov being straight and direct with his punches. Lopez being on Aronov's side like a drum. I don't think those punches hurt at all, though. 1-2 by Lopez. And I'd like to see Aronov do more of this. He seems to move well and throws a good jab. Good right hand, left hook by Aronov that scored. And I think Aronov is better served when he's dancing around on the outside boxing. And Lopez found his distance and let his hands go, and he was scoring. And they're parrying for position now. And Aronov is worried a little bit too much about coming in too much. I think he's out. He could throw punches from over there. He's got a good jab. He's got good foot movement. I don't think they need to worry. Good right hand by Lopez. And Lopez tries to under-over with the right hand. Doesn't work. Tries it with his left. Wow, point being taken away from Aronov. I don't know if he was warned, but another point lost by Aronov. And Aronov is losing points for holding. And Lopez's herky-jerky movement style is confusing Aronov, it looks like, at this point. You don't know whether Lopez is coming in, out, left, right, back, forward. Punches. And Aronov, I think, is looking too much to find that right distance. He's just got to let his hands go and not fall in. Good foot movement by Lopez. And Aronov has good foot movement. He really needs to use it. And Lopez is moving all over the place. Wow, very good round. So coach's corner, this for Aronov more than it is for Lopez. Lopez, good job on your movement, crazy. Aronov, I think you're worrying too much about being perfect and finding that perfect distance to throw your punches. Your feet move well. Just going to the outside. Boxing is not a perfect sport. Let your hands go. Let your feet go. Your body and mind will adjust to whether you fall short or whether you're in too much. Your mind is like a supercomputer. You will know if you're in a little bit too much, and you'll adjust accordingly. Don't look for a perfect punch. And that's for everybody out there in Smoking Talk. Don't look for the perfect punch. Let it come, let it go. Your mind will adjust as you go on. Okay. Aronov, Lopez. All right, here goes Lopez. Throws a couple of jabs. 1, 2, 3 by Lopez. And again, Aronov just let his hands go, but he's waiting for that perfect punch. That was a perfect punch right there. Good right hand by Aronov. So maybe I should keep my mouth shut because Aronov just landed a perfect right hand, but he got hit with a couple punches right there. Okay. And Lopez just kept his hands going while they were on the inside. Aronov stopped because he thought they were going to be in a clinch, and Lopez let his hands go. Good work by Lopez. Really a tricky dude, Lopez is. Okay. Right. And Aronov is taking a large step in with his left jab, and Lopez is just ducking under it and change it around. Good overhand right by Lopez. Another overhand right by Lopez. Good right by Aronov. And Aronov is kind of holding with his left hand. And Lopez switching. Lopez is, I think he's pulled another trick out of the box, Lopez. It looks like when he clinches, sometimes he shifts to a left-handed position and the fight's out of there during the clinch. Interesting. Okay, Lopez coming under with his right hand. And Aronov with a good hook there. Lopez said he got hit in the back of the head. Good under and over by Lopez with his right hand. And Lopez got all kinds of wrinkles to his game. Aronov with his left hand. And Aronov has good technique and has a lot of good stuff, but he's getting a little bit of a schooling from Lopez, who's got so many wrinkles to his game. And it's just a tricky fighter. Aronov trying to push forward. Comes in with a good 1-2. Tried that classic overhand right. And Lopez just let his hands go. And you see Lopez shifted into a lefty stance. A lot of wrinkles in Lopez's game. Shifted back into a right-handed stance. Okay. Real interesting boxing going on. And Lopez too, like a smash punch. A crazy uppercut type punch. And real good boxing, I don't think there's any question about who won that fight, but good fight. All right. So Aronov, you fought well today. You lost a couple points on holding and on throwing somebody to the ground. Does that mean you cannot fight though? Means that, this is a learning lesson. And I'm happy to see you. And Lopez, we are used to. What's up? What's up, brother? Miz, good fight. Lopez, a lot of wrinkles in your game. You got the shift going on, over, under, over, all kinds of things going on. Very, very excited to watch you.
Full-time student, lifeguard. I'm a full-time fighter. I give my heart today. You see it every fight, guaranteed.
Okay, there you heard it. A very exciting fighter. That's Ryan Lopez from Starrett City Boxing Club and Ms. Aronoff from Bars Boxing. Not Bars Boxing, I'm sorry, Underground. Another Russian gym, Underground Boxing. But very exciting, very exciting. Coach Ilya over there, Ilya from Underground. Coach Ilya, great coach. Great boxing, great boxing. All right, so there you have it. Okay. Yo, chicken is half price. I'm gonna get me some. I'm gonna get me some chicken because it's half price. I waited it out. And then after that, I'm gonna get some Valentine's candies at a quarter price. Valentine's candies, all right? Listen, I'm sorry about the one-man show. I hope you enjoyed it. We're here for these kids. Support us. Support these kids. That is Smoke-a-Talk. And I don't even know how to turn this stuff off. So if you see some fuddling around, it's because I don't know how to turn anything off. All right. Ciao, baby. Ciao. I don't know. Oh, my God.